from the courtyard by the Marriott in Waterbury, Connecticut, here at the Paracon event. I hope y'all got to see my video I posted earlier with the tour through the Warren occult items and the Annabelle doll. Those are right downstairs from where I'm sitting right now. I had a pretty good time at the event. I don't want y'all to think that I had a negative time, because I was a little disappointed by not being able to get to do more with the museum setup they had. You know, it was one of those you can only go through and that's it. And but I got to do a video and share it on here, even though it wasn't live. But as promised, I'm going to do something live here in the hotel room. Now, this hotel, as far as I know, it's not known to be haunted. Maybe it is, and I just don't know. I don't know a lot about Waterbury, Connecticut. This is my first time ever in Connecticut. I do know this is, we like to call it Warren County or Warren Country, because we're just down the interstate from Ed and Lorraine Warren's old homestead and artifact museum. And and it's pretty cool to know that I'm sitting, as I sit here, right beneath me are Annabelle and the Shadow Doll, the toy dinosaur that was involved in the Devil Made Me Do It incident that Conjuring 3 is based on. It's down there. You don't see that dinosaur in the movie, but go back and look in the video, you'll see it. And Artie, the man who was possessed, who the movie is about, he was here today. I got to see him. I didn't know he was going to be here. I wish they had more information about the event. But I got to show something here. We're going to do a spirit box session. I want to see. I'm a little leery because I don't want to invite anything up here from those items. But then again, I feel I'm protected. I have faith in Christ. And I pray all the time. I prayed over this trip starting weeks before I ever came here. Because you don't face something like Annabelle in person unless you're geared up and ready as far as protection. And I had brought a couple of blessed crucifixes. And while here I bought one, I'm going to flip this around here. Sorry, I'm tilting. So you can see this beautiful handmade crucifix that I bought today. And so you can see the size of it. I'm going to hold it up. It's a big crucifix. In fact, when I fly home tomorrow, I was going to put this in my carry-on, but they might look at this as like a weapon. You could hit somebody over the head with this, so I better pack it wrapped up in my suitcase. I think it'll be fine. But that was beautiful. But even better, you see this piece of jewelry here? This right here? I purchased this today from Ed and Lorraine Warren's daughter, Judy Warren. This bracelet and several others she had for sale are made from Lorraine Warren's actual custom jewelry. This is her jewelry, Lorraine Warren. I'm wondering if any of her energy might be on this, so I'm gonna definitely see if we get anything from this. I'm so glad I got that. That's really a cherished item to have in a collection, just knowing this was her jewelry that this bracelet is made of. It's just amazing. And Judy had a bunch of others. They may sell those online, I'm not sure, but the proceeds, the other cool thing is the proceeds go to a charity that benefits animals, both animals in places like the pounds, or places like that. Shelters is what I was trying to say. Animal shelters, and also not pounds, but animal shelters, and toward farm animals, because Lorraine Warren, she loved farm animals. She had chickens, so she had a rooster, so she loved animals. So that's cool they did that. And last but not least, over here, a new addition. I've been wanting one of these things for a while, but I never thought I'd get one this cool. A REM pod. Look at this thing. This is amazing. And it's got the antenna on it up here that screws in. And you see the Ouija board design. I'm not big on Ouija boards, but this was just so cool. And I got this from the Pennsylvania Paranormal Team. They were here with their haunted doll, Gretchen, that was featured on an episode of A Haunting on Travel Channel. So that was really cool. Let me turn that around so you can see the back. Okay. I'm going to turn this on and we're going to try a spirit box session. I'm going to have to use an app because as excited as I was, my dumb self forgot to pack my spirit box and I'm using my smartphone to record. So I didn't bring the laptop because that'd be too much trouble getting through security. But I wish I had. So let me turn this on. And as you can see, when something gets near the antenna, the eyes light up and it squeals. Earlier when I touched the top of its head, it did that, but mainly it's the antenna. And it's not very loud. I like that. Now, creepy as it is, when I brought that thing in here earlier this afternoon, it was sitting here on the bed in the bag. Everything was quiet, and all of a sudden it went off. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was on. I just heard this noise. I'm like, where's that coming from? The TV? And it was the REM pod. So that is interesting. So I hope something will set that off tonight. In fact, if there's anything here, I can extend the phone out here. If there's anything here and you'd like to touch this skull looking thing, see that cool thing with the metal bar sticking up? Touch that and you'll make the eyes light up and it'll squeal. And it's fun. So if there's anything here, anybody here, if you could touch that thing, that would be cool. You have to touch the metal stick coming out of the back. Is anybody here? Can you touch that REM pod? Are there any spirits from the artifact room downstairs? All right, I want to try the spirit box. And after I get done with this, I'm going to have to do a prayer over this room. But I've got protection, so everything's okay. All right.
No.
This is the Sono app that I'm using. I don't know a lot about the app or about, it could be for entertainment, but this one has given me some interesting responses. I heard a little girl say hello. Hello, my name is Kevin. And I've enjoyed my stay. I've enjoyed my stay here in the hotel and the Artifact Museum. Now, when I came back this afternoon, somebody touched that REM pod and set it off. Who set the REM pod off? What is your name? Are you here to harm anybody? There's voices outside in the hallway, so if you hear anybody talking around, some of the guests are moving around. How do you feel about Annabelle being here in the hotel? What about the other items down there in the artifact room that the Warrens owned? How do you feel about those? We do have the REM pod here. Can you touch the REM pod, the metal? It's this skull thing. It's not scary. It won't hurt you, but if you touch that rod coming out the back, it'll light up and it's fun. I think somebody already touched it this afternoon. Can you touch it again? Uh-oh. There it goes. Turn this volume up a little bit. I have here a break. The REM pod just went off. Oh, did y'all hear that? Who touched the REM pod? Touched that REM pod. Can you please do that again? I heard sure. Look, if you come over and touch it really good, it lights the eyes.
It would actually move without holding it.
Yeah. What the?
And we've actually had, it's also got a pen, something.
That's somebody talking about moving things. That is weird. Oh my gosh. That should not have stopped on a, it's supposed to continuously scan. And it stopped on a paranormal program like that, talking about objects moving. And this is what? 60 seconds after something touched the REM pod? I hope I've got people watching this. If you're there, please comment. Anybody watching, please comment if you hear something I miss. A lot of voices here. I have here this jewelry that belonged to Lorraine Warren. Is Lorraine here? Lorraine, are you here? Lorraine, what do you think about the event that Tony and Judy had here this weekend? They brought some items from your museum, including Annabelle. Uh-oh, spirit box went to sleep. Come on. Tony and Judy brought some items here, including Annabelle, so we could see them. Okay, there's sound of traffic in the background, so there's a highway outside down below. Lorraine, what do you think about Annabelle being brought out of the museum? Is this your jewelry, Lorraine? I hope you don't mind me buying it, but I was drawn to it as soon as I saw it. I'm gonna lay it here, so.
Pretty regularly. There are a few that have new families, so they can't come to everything.
There it goes, getting stalled out again. It might be because it's sleep. I don't normally use my pad for this program. I'm gonna have to keep a finger on it to make sure. God, there's a lot of that traffic noise in the background. I apologize for that. Lorraine, I had a good time, though, getting to see Judy and Tony and some of your paranormal friends. I bet you still hang around them, don't you? Is Ed with you? Who else is here? We still have the REM pod over here. If you can touch it, I would love that. Are we safe here with the artifacts downstairs? There's some more traffic noise in the background. Is there anything evil still attached to those items? Is there something evil, Annabelle? I heard a couple of yeahs in there from the last two questions. And somebody started to say my name. I heard Kev. Who said my name? I still would love to see that REM pod go off again. That skull there, that funny looking skull. It's not scary. If you touch that metal rod, it'll light up, and it's really fun. I know you set it off a minute ago, and you set it off earlier today.
The internet. Well, that isn't true.
Oh, it is freezing up again on the
in UFO
channel.
research about people.
UFO research. Every time it freezes on a paranormal thing, that is so weird. I so want that REM pod to go off again. That was so cool. Lorraine, are you still here with your jewelry? Hi, Georgia. Georgia from South Wales, commenting. I mentioned earlier, this bracelet is made of jewelry that Lorraine Warren actually owned.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Yeah, you had that coming. People in Intel.
Here we go. Is anybody still here? If you come close to this, we can hear you. Turn the speed up a little bit. That might help. Anybody still here? Do you want to talk? Kane. They just said my last name. What is your name? How many spirits are here right now? A bunch? Are there spirits from the artifacts room downstairs? Every once in a while, I think I hear Lorraine Warren. Is that you, Lorraine? I have some of your jewelry here from that Judy made. I hope you don't mind me having it. The money went to a charity for animals. Judy's doing a good job. And she got a picture of you with your rooster. What was the name of your rooster? So are you okay with some of your artifacts being downstairs on display? Oh, I heard a-hole.
We can.
I'm gonna put this down next to the cross. Is there anything you want to say? Now's the time to say it while I have the spirit box on. Tell me your name. Are you a good spirit? I would love for you to set off that REM pod one more time. That skull there. All right. Last chance. Anything you want to say before I cut this off? Thank you for talking to me, all of you who have spoken. If that was you, Lorraine, I thank you so much. I had a great time visiting your grave last night. It's a beautiful cemetery. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the spirit box. So any spirits here that don't belong, please back away. Go back to where you belong. Yes, sir. Thank you. That was nice. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Goodbye. Well, that's really neat that I got some. At least one time that REM pod sounded off just a little bit earlier in this video not long after I started the spirit box, maybe a few minutes in. So this has been an interesting visit. And I gotta fly back tomorrow, back home to my haunted family, haunted collection. My haunted collection and my kitty cat. I've been missing that kitty cat. So I fly home tomorrow, getting back late in the evening, but I have to leave here in the morning. So I'll go ahead and I didn't want to do a late night thing so I can get some good sleep for the 6 or 7 hours I'm going to be flying. There is a stop in the middle there, but all right. But this has been a really interesting visit, and I enjoyed finally getting to see Annabelle and some of the haunted items, the shadow doll, and a few other things down there in the artifact room. So be sure to go back and watch that video earlier today, and then the one from last night when I visited Lorraine Warren and Ed Warren's grave. One of my friends was there, Kayleen. Hopefully she'll send me a copy of that video so I can share it. So till next time, I will see y'all later. Happy hauntings, And good night, everybody. Peace out.